Hey everybody, my name's Cactusmann, and this right here is a review for Insurgency Sandstorm's new map called Outskirts. I apologize in advance if the audio sounds a little weird or off. This is because I have changed my setting, so there's more echo in here, or reverb actually. So I'm just trying to improve my microphone quality, so I'm basically just yelling at my microphone right now. And I'm also inside of a closet drawer. I don't have a walk-in closet. This is literally a closet drawer. So, without further ado, let's get into the patch notes here for community update number 1, which features the new map called Outskirts, which has released, this was posted on their website on May the 10th, 2019. So, our boy Mikey here, the lead game designer on Insurgency Sandstorm, has basically updated us on what's been going on here, and the map is live currently in the community testing environment, and I have played a small amount of it, okay, but it's still enough for me to get a good grasp on it. So I've noticed right off the bat a couple of things that is changed with the game itself, not just this map. So they've also added a hardcore checkpoint co-op mode, which I think is welcome, very welcome actually. And another thing they've added is they've improved the graphics without decreasing the performance. The map, I mean, you're not going to really see this in the gameplay as much, because I did have some stutters, which were anomalies there. I played around 5-ish matches on the CTE, so I kind of have a good grasp of the map and the performance on it. And it runs typically around 90. It does not drop below 90 like whatsoever when I'm not recording. And I have a Ryzen 5 1600, which is not overclocked because I have some instabilities there, and a 1066 gig which runs at 1.9 gigahertz overclocked with just the QC scanner, no voltage changes or anything like that. And I've also got dual channel HyperX Kingston memory, which runs at 3000 megahertz, 16 gigs dual channel basically. And it's a pretty good system. It runs everything at pretty much 90 FPS, or except Crysis 3, which runs at 60 on max settings, 1080p, which it's pretty good. And it's also that right there is my phone vibrating. I don't have our script here. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. I'm reading the patch notes here. So it's a really good map. Okay, right off the bat, it's a good map. One of the things that makes it good are the varied kind of gameplay and the elevation changes and everything. One thing I do have an issue with is the overpoweredness of the sniper rifles. You have something with like most classes, which have like up to a 4x scope, are not going to be able to really combat the snipers, which are going to be completely overpowered. So they should really limit the snipers, or add some I don't know, shields or something, tactical shields for the security, or no, actually for the insurgents, because they're gonna need those. So I'm gonna read some more things here. So they say here, in terms of visuals, what sets Outskirts apart from other maps and sandstorms? So they have different themes. Sorry. One I can explain as what's it called? Waaaay, Uganda. That's exactly what it reminds me of, and it looks pretty well. It looks pretty good. I can't speak. It looks pretty cool. And another one is the kind of I forgot which checkpoint it is. I think it's like Bravo or Charlie or something, where they've got this weird like generator thing that makes a lot of noise, and a rattling noise as well. That's pretty cool. And they've got the explode, or actually, what is it, cascaded? Is that the right word? I don't know. They've got this destroyed building there, which looks dope, but I have an issue with it. They have a couple of overpowered sniping positions there, with the little cracks in the surface of the building. And by surface I mean the floor, which is now like a wall. That's pretty much it. Now, in terms of graphics on the map, they've basically upped the poor man's RTX like to 11, and it looks so good. I think I've noticed with the New World Interactive's games is that they don't look like games that run on the engine they are on. So the source game doesn't look like a source game. It just doesn't. You know, it looks like a custom engine game. It feels completely different. Especially on the Unreal 4 engine, the game just looks way better. I've seen reflections in the Unreal 4 engine before in other games, and I can tell you, Insurgency Sandstorm does not look like an UE4 engine game. It resembles something closer to Arma 3's engine, and just, you know, minus the complete and utter fucking perfection that are the Arma 3 texture poppin'. Basically, Arma 3's texture quality, when you get super close to something, it's basically completely uncompressed. And Insurgency Sandstorm still has a little bit of compression in their textures, so when you look directly into a wall, like when you put your nose into a wall or into the floor, you can notice a little bit of some, not really blurriness actually, but more like, I suppose, low resolution textures than the environment. But I guess there's no real easy way to get around this. I've noticed a few tiles on, I believe, the green building on the right side when you're playing as the security forces. I don't know where exactly it is. I don't know what it is. Some kind of building. Alright, here we go. So let's see. Let's read a few more things about the patch notes here. In what ways did you collaborate with our level designers on Outskirts? So, I can tell you right now, this right here, it allows you to do quite a lot of things with like support submissions. You can submit like feedback to their like forums. They have a custom forum for the CT, I believe. You need a specific link for it. It's not just like some other forums. They have a specific one for CT. And on that forum, you can give feedback to the developers, in which, you know, you can say what you want to see in the next update, what you would like to be changed in the current one before it launches on the main branch of the game. So I like it. I like this approach that they have. It's not like what Valve has, where it takes them like a whole year of Valve time to update anything, basically. So the map. I don't know how I feel about the size of the map. It's absolutely enormous. It's a map that's like high on, I don't know, Adderall, and it's also taken like 80 grams of Viagra. So that's how big this bloody map is. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just massive. It needs, I don't know, it needs more players, basically. Especially more players on one team than the other. Because, you know, just anybody can just camp with a sniper rifle and just insta-kill everybody. But I don't really care, because, you know, the classes are limited to like 2 per team for snipers. So 4 snipers in total. That means you get 4 times the insta-killing. Assuming that you were on a full server, not just like a, I guess the limits are 32 players, I think, right? Yeah. So it's 16 by 16. So if you've got like 14 players in the game out of 32, you won't have any extra classes unlocked, I think. I think that's something, the way it goes. I don't know, a few players here and there, that's how it goes. Let's see, what's your favorite area of Outskirts and why? Forced to choose, I think the what the fuck is this? Shantytown, what the fuck? Shantytown is my favorite. As a team effort, it all materialized and came together so quickly and organically, very near to the end of development. Yet in some ways it feels the most fleshed out. Yeah, so that's basically Hollywood. Now the Somalian part looks quite good. I don't know, it looks nice. It reminds me of some really reminds me of Africa. Like the African sand nigger huts. Well, are they really sand niggers? They've got a lot of grass. I don't know. But I really enjoy the improvements they've made in this update, and the updates following it, and the one before it. It's really good. And I also want to say that the architecture of the building, see, they have this part here just below their favorite area of Outskirts. It reads interdependent. I can't fucking read this. What the fuck did they write here? Basically, it's very hard. It's hard. There we go. It's very hard to erect buildings in games. Let's see what else we've got. I study fine arts as an undergraduate. Fucking good for you then. Where's this? My key? Okay, good for you. What are some other games that inspire your work? Are you gonna mention any games here? Let's see. The Witness. I don't know what the fuck that is. Let's see. Palette of Inside. What the fuck is that? I think that's an indie game. PUBG. The emergent gameplay of PUBG. Okay. Dear Esther. What the fuck? Where do you get these? The slow tension of the original industry. Yes, you fucking made that yourself, you fucking bitch. And the tactics of Left 4... No. Oh, Left 4 Dead Mercy. Oh, okay. And the no-nonsense approach of the new dome. Thank you. Yeah, that's quite good. It is 2,200 hours. Let's see here. Thanks for taking the time to check out this community. Zach, for your time and answers. Outskirts, next up is checkpoint push firefight game. Remember? Yeah, okay. So, what are my feelings about this update? I can tell you right now, I am pleasantly surprised. I am pleased with the new update. Everything runs well, like super well. Even though Outskirts is a massive map, like enormous, probably the biggest one we've got currently. Fucking refinery sucks ass. What the fuck am I saying? Outskirts, yeah, I forgot the fucking map name. So, I enjoy it. I've played a couple matches only because there aren't many players at late night when I'm typically on, which is around, I guess, let's see, 2,100 hours? I don't know, fucking, what is it? What is my time zone? GMT +1 or something? Or +2 maybe? Blah 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 blah, nobody gives a shit. And let's see. So, I think this will bring back a lot of players, but I think, but what I've seen from the community is that they don't want to buy the game. They bought the game in the beta, thinking, you know, they're gonna pretty much balance everything out on release. By balance, I mean, you know, optimize things, and because they haven't done that straight away, they did that a month later. The 5,000 players you used to see in the beta, pretty much all gone. Now it's around 1,000, up to 2,000, never over. So, that really sucks for the game. The game has had a pretty good, solid launch, in my opinion. But to see it die this quickly is very bad. And I don't want to say the word die because that means that the developer doesn't give enough care, apologize, into their game, which we all know that New World Interactive is very passionate about their game. They've done so many things, but the community is full of dumb fuck shitwits that are just fucking 2 years old and doodling doodling Fortnite sketches on their fucking mom's iPad Pro while sucking on their mom's tit in the basement on the bottom drawer of a dresser. That's what the community represents to me, their fucking IQ. You know, and that's gay. It's pretty gay. I don't want gay babies or gay children in my very manly, hardcore video game. It's gay. It's just fucking gay. So, basically, what to take away from this video? I don't know how long I've been recording here. It feels really gay having to shove my head in a closet just to get the audio to work a little better. But basically, Outskirts, it plays really well. It's a unique style of gameplay, and I think this community update number 1, CU number 1, is pretty much, in my opinion, gonna raise this game's street cred, I guess. Street cred, yeah. To like the level of Arma 2 or Arma 3. Arma 3, yeah, because it looks much better than Arma 2, which we all know how Daisy looks. For 2013, nobody can run the fucking game at least fucking 40 FPS. I had a 9800 GT, and an i2 dual core when I ran DayZ on my shitty little computer back in the day. And that still ran on 48 FPS. Currently now, it still runs at 48 FPS on the same settings, so they have not done anything in terms of performance for that game. Insurgency, on the other hand, used to run like 70 FPS, now it runs at 90, which I really enjoy. I thank you guys for the 20-30 FPS improvement. On the new map, I commonly get like up to 105 FPS. So they really hammered the nail in when it comes to optimization for the new map, or optimization in general actually. And I think if you release it right now, it's a fucking finished product, it's a finished map. I haven't noticed any kind of visual glitches or anything. That's pretty much everything you can take away from this video. If you like this kind of content here I'm making, if you want to see more Insurgency content, please tell me. Please, instead of liking the video or like rating the video, tell me in the comments instead. I wanna know what the viewers want to see, because if you have any kind of ideas or anything I could cover, I can. I have the time right now, so just feel free to drop by in the comments. You know, put a IED in the comments, put a shitpost in the comments, whatever you do, just give me some feedback. You know, just don't put your red stained shit diapers in the comments. Just keep it still in there, okay? And if you want to see more content, I guess you guys can motivate me by subscribing. And I'd also like to give a shout out to the 2 previous commenters on my previous video, which was the Insurgency Sandstorm review. I really was surprised to get any feedback at all. And I even gained 2 subscribers, which made my analytics page go up by like, in subscribers count, where it tells you your subscribers, it says like 399% gained. 399%, which is astonishing. I really thank you too, guys. I'm going to show everybody else here the comments that you posted. Thank you for this feedback. It really helps. So I just need I just want to get myself a established name in the Insurgency community, and I don't mind branching out to other games. I have a lot of games. I like to play a lot of games, but currently Insurgency Sandstorm is my favorite one. Out of all the games in my library currently, I think it deserves number 1. So thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.